started this company. I started it in 2012. And the idea was, okay, make better jeans, make sure the whole chain is okay, see the chemicals and everything. But that wasn't good enough for me. I also wanted to be responsible for the product when you put it on the market and what happens then and what happens at the end of life. We have a huge problem in the world with landfilling textiles everywhere. In Holland, we burn 182 million kilos of clothing every year, and the government thinks it's fantastic because it's green energy. That's, I mean, you cannot imagine. So we said we also want to be responsible for the end of life. And well, how can you do that? I would like to get the garments back because we found out that cotton can be recycled. It's like the paper industry where we found out 70 years ago that when you collect old paper, you can make new paper out of it and you don't need to cut trees anymore. So the same is for cotton. We can reuse post-consumer waste. So I'm not talking about PET bottles and no cutting losses, things like that, but really post-consumer waste. That means old jeans, we use them to shred them, to tear them apart and make them into new jeans. We still, and that's what Chedos in Valencia is doing for us. And we still have to mix some organic cotton with that, but we can go up to 40% today. So 40% post-consumer waste into our jeans. So what I'm wearing now is half is trash. So that's what we do. So then the thought comes up: how do you get your jeans back, and how do you design them, and how do you? Well, there's a lot of questions, of course, and we just started doing it, and that's very interesting to build a company just by starting, right? We never thought of it. We just and so how do you get your jeans back? Well, two possibilities. One is we give people a deposit of €10 when they bring back an old pair of jeans. We started off by saying we want our own mud jeans back, but organic cotton, but that was so small that we said we opened this up for all brands, or even the dirty brands, because we know now after about 20 washings that all the canceride chemicals and everything are out. And the second thing, and this really brought us a lot of fame, and it's still today quite interesting. People think it's a good thought, and it's the higher thought of, do you want to be the owner of something, or is the performance of a product good enough? And that's a deeper thought, and what I really like. And that's where the circular economy really starts going. So we offered also a lease concept. So you can lease a pair of jeans from us for $7.50 a month, and after 12 months you can keep it. Please keep it as long as you want, because we don't want to push fast fashion, but you can also switch it. And we found out that people really like the idea of, it's a garment, and when in garments you like to express yourself, it's something to promote yourself, it's a garment. So let's not hide that first. But so we offer slow fashion, we say. We don't make new collections. We have one collection with essentials. Sometimes we add a model. Of course, we have to follow a little bit what's happening in the industry. But we are very, very slow on that.